is not working anymore.
What?
The icon is not moving its mouth as I talk.
Oh, wait, what? The fuck? Oh, what? Why is it not doing that? Hold on. Image filters. What the fuck? Move action. Source audio track. Enable. Why did it stop? What the fuck? Hold on, image 5, filters. Yeah, why'd I get rid of that? What the fuck? Okay. One sec, I gotta do some chicanery here. I don't know why it stopped doing that. What the fuck? Move action? Okay.
Oh, that's an alpha bell sprout. Fuck it. B-ball.
Action. Is that what it is? I don't fucking remember.
No, don't attack the random Pidgey!
This keyboard still works.
Oh shit. You did die.
There we go, voice activate characters. Here. I gotta go back to the tutorial I watched when I first did this. I don't know. Or Doom's gonna be like, the fuck you doing?
Oh yeah.
He'll be like, what's going on, bro? I love... And why is the internet being my internet right now? Oh.
So I need to still catch one thing from Wild Zone 5. And I know what it is, but I could catch before. 'cause I don't know how powerful my Pokemon.
Okay. So it's nothing to do with the image, okay. Something to do with that. Filters, move action.
Oh, there it is.
Go away. Close. Discord.
Alright, let's get this done.
Filters.
Beat
plus
that Whirlipede's
audio
ass, Sableye. Whoa.
Oh, scene. It's turning source. Image 5.
Beat its ass, Raichu.
Oh, it's gonna be Doomage 4. I know, Doomage 5. You know, image. Wait. Yes. But, hold on. Brian, work with me. Image 4.
I'm trying to work with you, my friend. It's not.
I said brain, not Brayden.
Ah, damn.
You're like, I'm trying my best here.
Beat that Whirlipede. Beat its ass, Riolu.
disable
Come on, Crocodile.
under image 6 is the border. Okay, so put image 4 there. Threshold action. Under. Okay, speak.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
He's talking.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah. Sweet. Alpha Whirlipede.
Scene, HTML source, image 5. Enable under, disable over. What? Okay. Oh, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Threshold just Okay. Speak to me.
I am going to start speaking now.
It's still not working. Oh my god. Okay, image 5. Properties. That's...
Where do you spin
Name.
that again? Where have you? I do not have you.
Rename. No. Rename.
Shit.
No. Rename. Edge. Open. Crazy image titles. Right?
Come on.
So this one is Edge. Open. Enable over, disable under.
You're kidding.
Why is it just... Oh.
Why are you Pokemon? It decides to just not stay in the goddamn ball.
Oh, wait, that's...
I get spat out right next to the comic.
Okay, wait, I think I figured it out. So move audio move.
Rests.
I'm going to re-enable it. Add audio move. Okay. Scene. Ace Attorney. Type. Using 2. No, that's 20. Force visibility. Scene. Ace Attorney. Source. Image. Edge open. Move. Edge close. Enable threshold action. Enable over, disable under. 2. Please. Fucking work. What the fuck? It works on the other one.
Oh, this is hilarious. All of this because you start playing on an actual Nintendo Switch.
It's not even that. I don't even think it is that. It's because for some reason it did something on for some reason like my thing for Discord got fucked up. So then I had to redo it, which would have removed the fucking audio things. Cause the thing is okay, enable under, disable over, enable over, disable under. Oh wait, threshold. Okay.
I'm gone.
What the fuck? Okay, wait. Using, wait. 2, like that's 2. Magnitude, source, stability. This shit should work. Why is it not? Okay, they fucking took Braden out back and shot him, apparently.
They all yellered me?
They all... Why? Discord. Filters. Why? I'm gonna lose my... God damn fucking mind.
Insane in the brain.
So, okay, but it works on one of them. but not together.
What Pokemon loves a sachet?
Wait, what? Hold on. Okay, it's at .2. Never over to Saber Under. Close. I fixed it! I fixed it!
Holy shit! Oh!
He can speak. His voice is back, bitches. Holy
No
shit.
longer an old Yellard. I will
Fucking
say, there's also a very noticeable delay now as well.
on the between what happens and
Oh, between everything.
okay. I mean, can you at least hear the game?
I can hear the game, yeah.
Okay,
It's just
good.
Every time I speak and you speak, it is such a huge delay between what I see.
I mean, it's always been like that. Let's be real.
Oh my god, it's so weird to see your voice and then see your mouth make that same voice 3 seconds later.
Okay. Just select. I gotta after select middle ladder.
Spritzy.
It was
Spritzy, I'm just trying to-
crime scene recreation.
Here is your satchel, because I'm never going to use you in my entire...
All right, it's the next day, bitches. I'm gonna let you finish your Pokemon shenanigans and we gonna get started.
No, you can go ahead and start right now.
Ugh. Oh, I need to turn the... That's fine.
Here we are again. Let's hope we can find something this time that will finally reveal the truth behind it all. Although, that might be easier said than done.
There's nothing left to investigate.
Judge Gavel's deduction yesterday.
There's another possibility, one you seem to have overlooked. The well in the yard. Could a body not have entered the tunnel from there? In summary, the body must have been thrown down the well and moved to the workshop. At some point during the show. Tell me, who else could have done that but Mr. Saint?
Had Knight's body really been thrown down the well? The answer to that question will surely show us the way forward. But before I begin, I should tidy up my organizer a little. Unnecessary evidence has been removed. Remaining evidence has been rearranged.
Oh.
Let's see
Still have my
here.
attorney's badge.
Yes.
Good.
Huh? There's a cover on it.
A dread up well slap bang in the middle of a prison. Figures to be locked.
Well, luckily, I'm a master lockpicker. Want me to do my stuff?
I think not. We'll do this investigation by the book.
Come on, don't be such a stick in the mud. Whoa!
What is it, Kay?
The lock's broken! And from the looks of it, it's been broken for a long time.
If that's the case... then anyone could have thrown Knight's body down the well. Judge Gavel's theory was that Mr. Saint carried out the murder here in the yard. And then, during the performance, he threw the body down the well.
What do you think of Malzarino? Plausible or no?
Oh, why don't we see if Missile can help us out again? He'll be able to tell us if Mr. Knight's body was here, and which way it went.
Good idea. I'll call Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe speaking. Detective, I need your assistance. Come to the prison yard and bring Missile with you. You bet, sir. Gumshoe's 7 secret weapons to the rescue again, huh? I'm fairly sure Missile belongs to the precinct.
No, that's just Gumshoe's dog, bro.
At this point, with how much he takes care of him, it's Gumshoe's dog. I'd also like you to bring one of our witnesses. Call the Berry Big Circus and ask Miss Regina Berry to come down here with you. Yes, sir. I'll be there before you know it.
So, what shall we do while waiting for Gummy? How about a quick and behind go seek? Good idea, kiddo. Where exactly will we hide?
He's not seriously considering it.
Buddy, this is Eddie we're talking about. He'll do fucking anything.
Yeah. Eddie Fence.
Eddie Fender.
Eddie Fender, bro. Your game can wait, okay? We need to call on one of your more practical skills. I think you know the one.
Breaking and entering? Oh, you bet I do. One crime scene recreation coming right up. Say what now? Let me show you. Introducing a great thief's great secret weapon. Little Thief. Whoa, screen's buried from thin air. This is some next level tech, little sis. I'm gonna top you through the deets. What are you doing now? I'm inputting everything we need for the simulation.
Allow me to explain. This is Mr. Thief. It's a device that can recreate crime scenes at specific moments fuck. It's a device that can recreate crime scenes at specific moments in time based on the data you feed it.
How about I start off with a recreation of what the yard looked like yesterday?
Good idea. That was when they were in the middle of tearing down the stage. We didn't pay much attention to it well then. Who knows? We may have overlooked something.
Leave it to me. I'll use the photo I took.
Heh, leave it to me.
Beep boop boop bop beep boop boop bop beep boop skibbity boop bop. It's all the data. It's gotta pump the projection power to max and dark skies weaving when no other bird dares take wing. One alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. Fucking long-ass catchphrase. You gotta work on that. Yipes! What is this? It's a recreation of how things were yesterday. Modeled on the data I gave you. Oh my fucking god. Modeled on the data I gave Little Thief. The gadget was a tool used by the original Yatagarasu. But they used it to plan robberies.
Well, there's no harm in using it for something on the right side.
No, but keep in mind that it can only recreate what you tell it to. You can't simulate things it doesn't have data for, and if the data itself contains mistakes, then you wind up with those same mistakes in the recreation too.
This particular recreation is based on Kay's photo, so we shouldn't run into any problems. That's enough preamble. Shall we get started?
Don't forget, you can examine stuff in the recreation, just like in real life. In order to put in evidence to try and clear up any inconsistencies you find.
Of course. Thank you for the reminder. Now, let's take a look at that well.
Well.
We should examine this area carefully. It may just hold the clue we need. are a bunch of pulleys doing here? They don't seem to be well pulleys for lifting buckets. It's a metal weight of some kind. It looks like it weighs... Projection makes it a little tricky to read. Do you remember how heavy it was, Kay?
Edgeworth. Edgeworth.
I think you need my prescription, buddy.
Maybe this is why Edgeworth has glasses in the the Apollo Justice trilogy, because he can't fucking read.
Probably.
Sure, it was 30 pounds, you blind fuck. What does anyone need such heavy weights for anyway?
It doesn't seem related to the circus show at any rate. There's a sturdy-looking hemp rope lying on the ground.
Kinda reminded me of the ropes we used for playing tug-of-war in school.
The answer is no, Kay.
What? I didn't even say anything! Yet.
I see. It also has a metal stake attached to one end.
Oh yeah! This is gonna be used to put up a tent.
But there was no tent, was there? In which case, what was it used for? The well was behind the stage, which means...
There aren't many people who could have thrown Knight's body down it during the show.
This is looking worse and worse for Mr. Saint.
So what do you think all the stuff around the well was used for? I can't see any of the animals needing them for their part in the performance.
Indeed. Nothing immediately strikes me as a likely purpose. We'll have to ask Miss Berry later.
What was the name of our trunk-happy friend again?
Asia the elephant. Asia the Asian elephant.
Of course. How could I forget?
Not exactly inspired, though, is it? Was Miss Berry having an off day when she came up with it?
Oh my gosh, Edgeworth! Not in front of the poor elephant herself.
It's a recreation.
I suspect that's about all there is to find for now. Detective Gumshoe should be here soon, too. Kay, you can power down Mr. Thief now.
Sure thing! Prepare to return to normality.
Sorry, sir. I came as quick as I could.
Huh. Speak of the devil.
Ah, Detective. That was indeed impressively quick.
How many red lights are run, Detective?
I refuse to answer. You know me, sir. Never did like to keep you waiting.
Thanks for coming out this way too, Regina.
Alright, time to bust up Morgana, Brayden.
Scary.
That was me, wasn't it?
It's almost scary how good I am.
Was that me or you who did
That was you.
Oh, god damn.
No problem. This seemed way more fun than rehearsals, so I ditched them for the day.
Why is Missile so pissed?
It's very much appreciated. I mean, I would also be pissed. Look at her. Fucking full of glee. Alright, Detective. Let's get started with Missile. Yes, sir. Hey, Missile. Over here, boy. What's the matter? Come on, boy. Come on. What's wrong with him? Looks like he's scared of something, sir.
Eh? Alligator.
Guess he's not a fan, sir. Well, yeah, no shit, he's a dog. Well, I doubt he'll be of much help to us like this.
Any other bright ideas, Miles and Reno?
Yes, actually. Miss Berry, would you mind lending us a hand?
Oh, I'd love to. Just tell me what you need. Do you want me to teach Allie some tricks?
I don't doubt she could do it, but... nothing quite like that. I'd simply like an account of what the yard looked like during the show.
I like where this is going. You're thinking of using Little Thief again. Am I right?
If you'd be so kind.
Okay, uploading all the data. Firing up the simulation. I almost said situation. Firing up the situation right here.
Oh yeah, situation. Oh fuck.
Here you go. This is what the yard was like during the show.
The time at which the body was purported? The fuck?
Alright, time to bust out the thesaurus.
The fuck does purported mean?
Reported. Claimed, alleged, or supposed but not proven. Just say alleged. Just say
Just
alleged.
say alleged, buddy. The time at which the body was purported to have been thrown down the well.
Oh, wow. This is so amazing. It's like magic.
No magic here. Just sweet, sweet data. Which is why...
The area behind this stage is missing.
Yeah, Virginia said she wasn't involved in getting the stage set up. So we don't have any data on what was like back there. No data, no simulation, huh? Rudo.
I'm so sorry, you guys. It's all because I let Simeon do everything by himself.
Oh, no. It's on my Philly associate's fault.
Who the fuck is Simeon?
The fuck.
Objection, Fender!
Simeon's the fucking guy we're defending. The orange haired guy.
Oh yeah.
It's Miss Simeon Saint. The jolly fuck behind Fender.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we've got a fresh simulation now. We still have the other data too. I can switch back whenever you want the recreation of taking another stage.
So we can examine the scene both during and after the show. And switch between the two at will. I can switch between recreations by using X to talk with K. Now then, let's continue our investigation, shall we? Don't say a word, sir. I know just what you're looking for. It's written all over your face. It is? Missile may be temporarily out of action, but my fishing rod is good to go whenever you need it. No, and if you want to give the metal detector a shot, I have that too. I've never seen him so excited. I'll be sure to let you know if I need I'll be sure to let you know if I need either of them, Detective. Such a fun voice to do.
Colonel. The story of forbidden love between a tiger and an elephant. I wish I could have seen it. Wish I could have seen Simeon up there on that stage too.
Oh, he was wonderful. The way he flew off that stage.
Ah, yes. That scene.
This victory is depicted in a very unique manner, whereby the villain is sent flying from the stage. Having been ejected from the stage in this manner, the villain no longer appears in the performance.
And you're saying the crime took place during that time? Roughly, how long would you say Mr. Saint was off stage for, Miss Berry?
Let's see. I guess it was around 15 minutes?
Just as Judge Gavelle said.
Isn't it pretty hairy, health and safety-wise, having an elephant fling a guy off the stage?
Not at all. Aziz very gentle.
I'm not sure it changes much if she flings him gently or roughly.
Too gentle, in fact. When we first rehearsed it, she barely nudged him. But by the end, he was flying off that stage. Not because of a Z, though. Simeon had figured out some kind of trick, apparently. Isn't that amazing?
A trick? Do you have any idea what kind of trick?
Who, me? Oh, no. It was Simeon's big thing. I wouldn't know where to start.
The basket was empty in the other recreation.
Oh yeah! But it was definitely empty in the photo I took too.
Oops, sorry. I made a mistake when I was filling you in earlier.
Oh?
That basket's for holding Aziz's food, but... the morning of the show, all the apples that were in it had vanished. Poof! I totally forgot to mention it. Sorry.
Okay, you didn't even try with that, Pokemon. Come on. The trick Mr. Saint performed for his big scene. Could it have something to do with all the items we found by the well? Okay, I'd like to have another look at the equipment around the well from yesterday. Can you have Mr. Thief bring up the recreation from when they were tearing down the stage?
You got it!
Taking another look at these items. Could they not have been used for this trick of Mr. Saint's?
Sounds plausible enough. Hey, maybe I could add it to the simulation.
Good idea. Please go and ask Mr. Saint for the details.
Roger that. I'll be right back. I'm back, and he told me exactly how we did it.
Excellent. Well, how does it work?
He said he used the pulley at the top of the well to suspend a heavy weight from a rope and lower that down into the well. The other end of the rope went to 2 more pulleys. It was tied around his body.
I see. So he used the downward pull of the weight to help him launch himself into the air. But how did he make sure the weight only dropped when he wanted it to?
Use a stake to stop it. That's how.
Miss Berry didn't seem to know anything about the trick, or the contraption he built for it. In which case, I suppose it must have been Mr. Sane himself who pulled out the stake.
That's right. And to do that, he used a second length of the rope. He tied to the stake, and then, when he gave it a sharp tug, my headset died. Gotta plug it in real quick.
Oh, bug! The stake was released, and the weight dropped down the well.
Alright, we're back. It's a great trick. I have to steal it. This one has to go in the... This one has to go in the Great Thrift repertoire.
It may not be quite that easy. These kinds of circus tricks can require years of practice to master. Simply stealing the idea won't be enough.
Alright, practice it is then.
Well, before you run away to do so, would you mind updating the simulation?
Oh, right. We can see how it all worked for ourselves. Okay, I'm switching back to the recreation of the performance. And now to add the data. No thief should be able to reproduce the trick now.
So this is how Mr. Saints performed his trick.
Simeon's full of surprises, huh? I mean, dropping a weight down a well to help him fly off stage like that? It's genius!
Indeed, but I imagine he would have needed quite a lot of weight. More than him at the very least. It would have taken some serious pull to lift him into the air like that.
Yeah, and probably tons of practice. Wait, doesn't this seem odd to you?
No. You haven't noticed, Detective? There's something strange about the weight we found. The one weight on its own wouldn't be heavy enough. A single 30-pound weight couldn't have lifted Mr. Saint off the ground. Oh, yeah. In which case, could there perhaps be some weights missing? Sounds like a job for my 7 secret weapons, sir. Should the need to use them arise? I suppose I should speak with him then. Detective, I need one of your secret weapons. Roger that. The metal detector, if you would be so kind. Ah, jeez. I'm never gonna get to use my fishing rod. So, before we get started, let me run through how the metal detector works, sir. It's simple enough. It uses this sound. And This gauge. To tell you how close you are to something made of metal. The closer you get, the more strongly it'll react. When it starts going wild like this, just give me the order to examine the spot where I'm standing.
Oh, shit.
Say, what do we got here? Oh, the fence. Anyway, that's how it all works. You tell me where you want me to look, sir, and I'll get right to it.
You get to play as Gumshoe, bitches.
Hell yeah. Sir, I'm picking up something over here. Let's take a little look-see. Huh? Found these little guys in the grass. They're the same as the weight we found by the well. They must be from Mr. Saint's trick. Did someone hide these here on purpose? I count 4 altogether, sir.
It would be more than heavy enough to send him flying.
So someone hid several of the same weights as the one by the well. But why? Why over here? Yes, nice work, me. Eek.
Alligator?
That thing nearly gave me a heart attack. Huh? What's the matter, detective? It's the metal detector, sir. It's reacting to the alligator.
What? How?
You're sure it's not responding to the weights we just found? No, sir. I'm sure this is something different. And I'm sure it's coming from this alligator. And she's gone.
We scared that big snapper good.
I don't think that's it, Kay.
Huh? Then what is it?
Allie hasn't been herself lately.
That's the name. Allie the Warden's favorite pet.
She wouldn't even look at the food Warden Lagarde brought her yesterday. She was acting as if, I don't know, as if maybe she'd eaten something that didn't agree with her.
Maybe the metal detector was responding to whatever she ate, sir.
Oh no, what if she ate one of the weights?
I highly doubt that even an alligator could swallow a 30-pound lump of iron. So what did the metal detector actually pick up? And why would someone hide those weights? Perhaps I missed something when I looked at the equipment by the well. Kay, could you recreate the scene again?
Coming right up.
Discover the sea.
Oh yeah. Think about the two recreations, the one during the performance and the one during the show. There's a major difference between the two. Namely, that one of the ropes is missing.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Saint's trick wouldn't work with only the items we see before us.
So what happened?
Where did the missing rope go? I think one of the pieces of evidence we've collected might tell us exactly that.
Really?
Man, I wonder where the missing rope went. Maybe it's the
What
rope that we
shows-
have.
Maybe. This rope was found beside Knight's body.
Wait, you mean...
Yes, it must have been the other rope used in Mr. Saint's trick.
You're saying...
Yes, that this rope did indeed have a weight attached to it. But it wasn't any of the iron weights we found. Those were hidden in the bushes and replaced with something else.
What was it, Mr. Edgeworth? Come on, I'm dying here.
Think about what the rope we found in the workshop was related to. Do that, and you'll soon figure out the answer. The weight dropped down the well in place of the iron weight was...
The guy.
Jesus.
Oh, his body.
It could only have been Knight's body that was dropped down the well.
What? Mr. Knight's body was the weight?
Yes, somebody first swapped out the weights used for Mr. Saint's trick. Then, Mr. Saint used the contraption to make his exit from the stage. Then, he let the rope around his body loose. Both the rope and Knight's body fell to the bottom of the well. The rope was never used to restrain Knight. It was used to suspend his body halfway down the well. From this, we can easily see why most of the weights were hidden.
So that no one realized they'd be replaced with the body.
Precisely. We can then further deduce that they were hidden by the killer.
Whoa there, gang. I really said, whoa, gang.
Wasn't poor old Bronco stabbed in the neck? Wouldn't there be blood everywhere, floating down the well?
Oh, the killer thought of that, which is why they used this. What did the killer use to stop Knight's blood from going everywhere?
Take that!
This tarp was found with the body. I think it's likely that Knight's corpse was wrapped in it.
Oh, another piece of the puzzle falls in place. It's all coming together now. Love it.
But
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
but all we're doing is proving that the body did go down the well. Which means we're helping to prove that Simeon was the killer.
No, not quite.
But what about what Judge Gavell said yesterday?
Ah, but if Mr. Saint truly is the killer, why would he need to go to such lengths to commit a crime?
That's true.
Knight's body fell down the well when Mr. Saint used his contraption during the show. Therefore, it reveals nothing about where the real killer actually was or what they were doing at the time. It was only designed to throw suspicion onto those who were not at the show.
Yeah, I guess we just did suspect Mr. Canis right away, huh?
That was the killer's goal, to make us think that the crime took place during the show. In other words, they used the well contraption to construct an alibi. Miss Barry, when exactly did Mr. Saint put his contraption together?
It would have been the day before the show. The night before, actually. Yes, we started getting ready for the show at around 9 p.m. And I think we finished at around midnight?
In which case, the killer must have switched the weights out for the body at that point. Did Canis know about this contraption? Even if he did, he wouldn't have been able to do much with it. And I highly doubt that he taught his dog to suspend bodies halfway down the well. Which means Canis isn't the killer. The apples in the basket were likely eaten by a Z.
Really? That's strange. I made sure to put the cart where her trunk couldn't reach them.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, yes. I was still full of apples the night before the show.
We must consider the possibility that the cart was moved to somewhere within Aziz's reach. A large basket full of apples couldn't have been moved by the wind. Which likely means somebody moved it for a reason. So before the show had even started, the cart had been moved and its apples eaten. Yes, that seems to be the most probable timeline. Let's update the recreation, Kay.
Will do. I'll have that info into the simulation performance. Add that to the sim in. Will.
You got this.
I got this. Talk slowly, drink some water.
I'll add that into the simulation of the performance then. Let me just change back to that recreation first. Updating based on what Regina told us now. There, all done.
The basket was moved the night before the circus performance. And we've deduced that the weights were switched out for the body at around the same time.
Hard to chalk that up to coincidence, huh?
Then the next question we should be asking is, why was the cart moved? I think I can hazard a guess. The cart would have been blocking that door. Which can only mean...
That somebody needed to open it. Now, let's see what's... Oh, great. It's locked. Let me ask the guard for help. Hey, Mr. Guard!
Yes, miss. What can I do for you?
That was fast. Guard, where's the key for this door?
Oh, the warden keeps hold of that. I'll go ask for it.
Warden Lagarde is the only one with a key? Meaning if somebody did open the door, they would have had to get it from her somehow.
Thanks for the help.
Look at all these breakers. They must control the electricity for the whole prison.
So we're thinking somebody got here the night before the show, right? But why? What were they trying to do?
Well, I doubt they came here by mistake thinking it was a break room. They must have come to tamper with the switches.
Did they turn off the power to something?
Come to think of it, wasn't there something that lost power? What might have happened? What might have lost power had a breaker been flipped? There was a 3-hour gap in the security camera footage.
Oh yeah, there was! So somebody flipped the breaker was connected to?
It seems very likely.
Do you think it was the killer?
It's true that shutting off the cameras would have made things easier.
It would!
Which means... the killer would have to be someone who had access to the breakers. And it seems only one person has the key. It couldn't. Could it?
Alright, little thief, your work here's done.
Hmm? First on the scene, the early bird wins the worm. Good morning, Mr. Winner. What? How'd you get here before me?
Good morning, Mr. Edgeworth. I see you've made an early start.
And I see you've made a late one, Judge Cavell.
This is not my only case. I am a very busy woman. Not all of us enjoy the freedom of a prosecutor relieved of his only current responsibility. Oh, I do apologize. I meant, of course, an associate attorney.
Pfft, associate, more like asinine. I'm gonna strangle you with my bare hands until you look like Megamind. We'll see about that.
Eustace, let us begin the investigation of the yard.
Okay, I'll get some officers for help.
Hold it!
That won't be necessary. Why not? We already finished investigating the yard, and won quite the prize in the process. Won? But I'm supposed to be the winner! Your Honor, I'd like to revisit your theory from yesterday. In order to thoroughly disprove it.
I would caution you to choose your words carefully, Mr. Edgeworth. As I am sure you remember, your badge is in my hands.
Bro, Edgeworth don't give a fuck.
How could I forget? You've told me several dozen times already. Perhaps you'd care to try a different threat.
Overruled!
Your brain could muster up one.
Gumshoe's salary's on the line.
Fuck.
Only Edgeworth's allowed to cut my salary, sir.
And only
Edward could do that.
only Edgeworth and Von Karma can do that.
Only the prosecutor I'm assigned to can do that.
You have been warned repeatedly, yes, and each time, my words seem to have fallen on deaf ears. Allow me to make this crystal clear. The committee cannot and will not tolerate insubordination.
Objection!
The fate of my badge and the whims of the committee are of no concern now. The only thing that concerns me is proving Simeon Saint's innocent.
Interesting. And spoken like a true defense attorney. In that case, I shall be equally uncompromising. In the name of the goddess of justice, I will strike down your case without mercy. And when I am done, your career as a prosecutor will be over as well. I hope you do not come to regret this. My theory remains the same as when I related to you yesterday. Mr. Costorado did not see Mr. Knight's body when he passed through the tunnel. As such, the body can only have been dropped down the well during the show. We both know the only one who could have dropped the body down there during the show is Mr. Saint.
That's all your assertion? And you can prove it, of course. Of course you can! What do you think you're up against?
What Eustace means to say is that we received the final autopsy report just ahead of our arrival.
She really is a very busy woman. Busy looking after baby Winner.
The victim appeared to have died the night before the body was discovered. In other words, the night before the show. The cause of death is as stated. It seems the wound is 4 inches deep. Simeon Saint was off stage for a period of 15 minutes. There was plenty of time for him to throw the victim's body down the well.
Judge Gavelle hasn't investigated the yard yet, which means... I fear there may be something of a flaw with your theory, Your Honor.
You seem very confident of that. But do you have any evidence to prove it?
Yes, I think I just might.
Objection!
Sorry, Your Honor, but there's something else you're going to have to take into account. The well in the yard was rigged up to create a certain unique contraption.
A contraption? Go on.
You'll recall that Mr. Saint was sent flying from the stage by the elephant.
I do, just before he was to be absent for some time.
He was only able to fly through the air thanks to a weighted rope he tied around himself. Dropping the weighted end down the well allowed him to complete the trick.
Objection!
Wait! Wouldn't that send him flying as soon as he set foot on the stage?
Hold it!
It's simple, really. He kept the weight from falling by using a stake to keep the rope in place. With a second rope, he was able to pull the stake free, thereby controlling when the weight was dropped. We have found evidence to suggest that the original weight was replaced with Knight's body. And this was done by the real killer in order to create an alibi. The estimated time of death tells us that the murder took place early in the morning. The killer could have tampered with the contraption in the time between the murder and the show.
Objection!
You're saying Mr. Saint himself set this contraption up, right? Well then, who do you think is the number one most likely person to have used it to dispose of a body there? Hmm? Even you must see how this looks. If Mr. Saint was the killer, he could have simply done as Judge Cavell theorized, without these extra steps. Miss Berry. Yes? Does anyone else know how Mr. Saint's trick works? Well, let's see. We had to get the prisoner's approval on what we were going to perform. So I don't think Simeon's the only one who knows. And there you have it.
Interesting. You have certainly been diligent in your investigation. And yet, I fail to comprehend your actions still. Why do you not work to do what is right?
Is what I'm doing wrong? If so, who is it that deems so?
How can you not grasp even that? How can you not see that you're doing wrong at this very moment? You are a prosecutor, and yet you aid the defense. This flies in the face of common sense. You are breaking every rule in the book.
I think only of what is right and just, and I act as I see fit in each situation I am confronted with. This is the path I have chosen, and whatever you can comprehend, that choice is immaterial. But if you mean to stand in my way, I will fight back with all I can bring to bear.
Perhaps the goddess of justice is testing me. Very well. If it is her... If it is her will that we must fight, then I shall end this once and for all. Listen well, Mr. Edgeworth, for there is another reason why only Mr. Saint can be the killer. If the body was moved from the yard to the workshop, then Mr. Knight must have first been brought here to the yard from his cell. The only person who had the opportunity to do that is Simeon Saint, and thus he remains the only plausible suspect. Mr. Saint took a cage with him to Mr. Knight's cell. But why would he do that? Why take such an unwieldy object all the way to the holding cells? Yeah, it is pretty sus.
But we've all met Mr. Saint. That's exactly the kind of thing he would do. It's entirely plausible that he took the cage with him out of absent-mindedness and nothing else.
It may be plausible, but is it not more or less plausible than him having helped Mr. Knight escape?
Ugh, I need some real solid evidence if I'm going to get her to budge.
Bro, get this stupid view bottom bullshit out of here. Anyway. What the fuck?
Objection!
Mr. Saint is far from the only one who had the opportunity. Which opportunity are we talking about again? We'd previously established that the time code on the security footage was off by 3 hours. And from this, we can deduce that there must have been a power outage lasting for that length, during which anyone could have moved around the prison undetected.
Do you mean to say that our killer unintentionally created this 3-hour gap? That it was no simple camera malfunction? Is that even possible?
It was completely possible to create the 3-hour gap using this. Let's see real quick.
Take
Who
that!
do I choose?
What do you mean, who do you choose?
Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle?
Big Man Blastoise.
Big Man Blastoise! Our investigation of the yard turned up something rather interesting. A panel of breakers, one which can be used to cut the power to the security cameras. We also learned that the door to the power room may have been opened at around the time of the murder. What?
Such a shame. To see one so capable fall so short of the mark. Mr. Edgeworth knows what he's doing! Then how does he explain the lock on the power room door?
Oh yeah. It was kinda locked up tight. And the warden's the only one with the key.
Those breakers are vital to the prison's infrastructure, so I very much doubt that anyone could have gained access to the power room's key so easily.
Objection!
No, but one person could have.
I beg your pardon?
That person, the killer, had easy access to it, in fact. And what's more, the position here is such that nobody would dare question it.
Objection!
What? There's no one like that! The breaker to the electronic fence is in there! They would be questioned in an instant! There's only one person who meets this criteria. I can hardly believe it myself, but I have to follow where the logic leads. The person who had access to the power room key was...
Take that!
Little me. The real culprit is... Warden Lagarde. Oh, just look at you. Aren't you the cutest little poochie? Woo. He's not just a pretty face. Missile has also has quite the nose for sweet things. It seems he's smelling something very sweet indeed, and it's coming from you. Oh, darling, you're making me blush. I'm not even wearing perfume. Then perhaps it is the sweet stench of death. baller line.
You're a regular poet, aren't you? I had no idea.
Yeah, he's got a thesaurus up his ass.
If I didn't know better, I'd almost think you were calling moi the killer.
That is precisely what I'm calling you. What?
Warden the guard is the killer. Mr. Edworth, do you realize what you're saying?
Oh, such a naughty boy. How could he suspect me? Hmm? I'm the one in charge around. It's like we're in a murder mystery, aren't we?
And equally far-fetched. This is preposterous!
Hold it!
Sadly, it is not, although I can hardly believe it myself. But this is where the evidence points, and we must trust in the evidence. The piece of evidence proves that Warden Lagarde is the killer.
Take that!
Your scent betrays you, Warden. And here is your accuser.
The police dog?
We had him track a sweet scent that was lingering around Knight's... Bleh. We had him track a sweet scent that was lingering around Knight's body back when it was first found. He now appears to be smelling the same scent, and it's coming from you.
Oh, darling, you're priceless. Really, you are. Your evidence is a whiff of suspicion. Verity, dear, do we put him in his place?
Hey, it's me. It's Verity. It seems Judge Cavell may have reached a similar conclusion to myself.
Do you believe this to be no mere coincidence, Mr. Edworth?
I do. After all, she had the key, and the scent found lingering on the body is hers as well. We're just one or the other, we might be able to brush it off as coincidence. However,
Indeed. Then it seems a conclusion approaches. Perhaps we should hear what the warden has to say for herself.
we should, and then we have. This case will finally be at an end.
You're all being simply awful. Stop looking at me like that. Me? The killer? How can I possibly do such a thing?
I'm gonna quickly just turn the background transparency to more so I can see better.
Verity told me everything she knows about the case, sweetie.
Of course, Verity knows everything.
The victim died in his cell, so by your logic, I would have had to kill him there. But how am I supposed to move the body, especially as I never went into the prison? I was too busy with work, you see. I was cooped up in my office until right before the show began. Check if you like. You won't find a record anywhere of me having entered or left the prison proper. I haven't the first idea of what harebrained theories you little scamps have cooked up, but I'm innocent. There's simply no way I could be the killer.
Give me a break. Missile doesn't lie. Don't make it hard on everyone and just come clean.
My dear, oh dear, I'm afraid you're the one making things difficult. As I just said, I never went into the prison. If you think I'm lying, go and check the records.
She clearly wants us to check those records, which means they won't help us. We'll just have to find another way of getting the truth out of her.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, stop being a big silly. You've made a boo-boo and you know it.
I think this is actually a top 3 voice you've ever done.
Oh, 100%.
This, Furio Tigre, and fucking... Honestly, actually, just those two.
Yeah.
Just those two. When you guys are doing voice acting and one of you isn't taking it seriously, stay in character.
Stay in character.
Stay in character. I've never even met her. Stay in character.
Stay in character.
You.
Hold it!
Bite the crystals. Sure, maybe you didn't go through the main entrance to the prison. But if you took another route...
Oh, come now, sweetie. Surely you don't mean that awful, filthy tunnel they discovered. Why, until yesterday, I had no idea it even existed.
No, you had another way in. I'm certain of it. A route that didn't require going through the main entrance or the tunnel. The route you took went through this location.
Take that!
Through the fence?
That was Gavel.
That's the voice I did.
Oh, I thought it was sounded like K's.
Oh, through the fence?
There it is. Warden, you took Knight from his cell and brought him to your office. Which just happens to be connected to the yard. If you had a way through the fence, then you would have been able to circumvent the entrance and the tunnel.
Hee, a gold star for creativity, darling. And how would I have gotten through the fence? The extremely high fence, topped with laser wire, with thousands of volts of electricity going through it.
Yeah, how is she supposed to have gotten through that? The fence's electricity supply can be cut off from the power line. And you only had the key, Warden. No one but you could have done it.
Overruled!
Utterly ridiculous. The power room is on the prison side of the yard. When the guard was in the detention center side, how would she have even reached the power room?
Exactly, Verity, darling. Well, Clever Paws, you've dug yourself a real hole.
If there is no record of Wormlagard having entered the prison proper, then the idea that she could have shut up the fence by using the breaker is out of the question.
But there must be some way she could have done it.
Take a deep breath, big guy. Lose your cool and you've lost everything.
But if I don't find a solution, she might still wiggle her way out of this.
Hey, I said take a deep breath, not freak out and completely lose your cool. There's nothing to be gained by banging your head against the same wall, yeah?
No matter how you look at it, Warden Lagarde couldn't have done it alone. Hmm?
Mr. Edgeworth, if you cannot find it... You aren't doing yourself any favors by obstructing justice with your silence.
That was a reflexive objection. But now that I've yelled it, if I don't come up with an answer, it's all over. I have one more thing to add, if you'll permit me.
Something that explains how the warden could have shot at the breaker from the wrong side of the fence?
Yes, because it's not as impossible as it seems. What enabled her to shut off the breaker? She couldn't have done it alone, but what if she wasn't alone?
Ooh, now we're talking. Way to flex the old gray matter, kiddo.
I believe that Warden Lagarde had an accomplice.
Overruled.
Enough! You disappoint me, Edgeworth.
What do you mean? Mr. Edgeworth has said nothing wrong.
The inmates of the prison are all issued with security bracelets. The ones that raise their alarms if people go where they're not supposed to. I see that you have realized your error, and we are, of course, within the prison grounds. Where not only are the bracelets worn, but even the guards surveil each other for signs of wrongdoing.
And despite all that, no one noticed Mr. Carcerado's escape?
The only ones who are free to roam are the animals, and they most certainly could not have operated the breaker.
No, so our accomplice must be human.
Overruled.
Then who did it, given that could not have been a prisoner or a guard?
Objection.
I wouldn't be so quick to rule out either, Your Honor. The fact is, there is one person, someone whose movements weren't restricted. And I have just the evidence to show who that free-roaming person was.
Take that.
This is one of the prisoner's bracelets.
Indeed, a broken bracelet belonging to a certain self-proclaimed model prisoner.
What do you mean? And who is this prisoner?
Frank Sott, Warden Lagarde's favorite inmate. It's strange, isn't it, Warden? That he was able to keep his broken bracelet hidden and wander freely around the prison all the while?
That is pretty funky, and I don't mean in a good way.
It couldn't be the case that he was permitted some sort of special leeway, could it? Although, you are in the habit of giving such leeway to certain others. Budded Canis, for example?
Overruled.
Mr. Edgeworth, that is pure speculation.
Objection.
If that case, why don't we ask Mr. Sod himself? I'm confident he will confirm for us that he and Warden Lagarde were accomplices in this crime. If the two of them had worked together, a certain route into the prison becomes viable. The real route which Knight was moved from his cell to the prison proper. Recall that there were two big obstacles in her path. First, the security camera outside Knight's cell. Second, the electrified fence in the yard. but she was able to remove both obstacles in one fell swoop. By having Mr. Sot shut off the corresponding breakers.
All right, Mr. Edgeworth, you've had your fun.
And, do you still deny it, Warden Lagarde?
No, darling. You've got me, I admit it.
Warden? Tell me this isn't true.
Sorry, Verity, honey. I'm afraid it is. Frankie helped me do it.
No way!
You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. You got her.
Nice shooting, cowboy. She won't be wriggling out of this now.
As Mr. Edgeworth said, I had Frankie switch off the breaker. But we didn't kill Knight, did we? No, sweetums, no, didn't.
What?
Warden, explain yourself.
Oh, Verity, dear, I doubt your precious goddess will want to hear my excuses now.
She is all merciful. You have but to confess, and you shall be saved.
Oh gosh, all right. I was being threatened.
Oh, but Edgeworth here doesn't get a fucking pass.
Yeah, exactly.
I had no choice but to do as he said.
Who's he?
But it Harmacanis, that awful assassin.
Canis?
How long has it been since that awful man came into my beautiful prison? I'll never forget the day he arrived. The moment we were alone, he said this to me.
You should know that I have other dogs. Dogs not confined to this fine institution.
Others?
Yes, very loyal dogs. Dogs who will do anything I ask of them.
Of course, he wasn't talking about real dogs. He was talking about his very human cronies. And then he said one last thing.
Would recommend that you take care in how you treat me during my stay here. I wouldn't want to have to set my dogs on you or your precious family. Yeah.
I had no choice. I gave him that cell. I gave him everything he asked for.
Everything? Wait, is that how he became the Fixer?
Yes, darling. I obeyed his every command and smuggled in for him all that he wanted. Eventually, I brought dear sweet Frankie into our little conspiracy. He agreed right away, of course, because I made things easier for him too.
So you were smuggling in contraband? How exactly?
Once a week, late at night, Frankie would shut off the breakers. That would allow me to go from my office into the yard without being seen by the camera. And then I simply dropped the packages down the well on the prison side and went back through the fence. Each one of them spritzed with a little of my perfume.
So that's what the sweet smell was.
Yes, it was a signal for Canis's dog. When he picked up the scent, he would fetch the packages and bring them back to his master. We had time to make sure Rocco wasn't in his cell at the time, of course.
can't have been easy keeping him from finding out.
Oh, we're all very much creatures of habit here at the prison, darling. Everything runs to a schedule. Meals, exercise hours, that sort of thing. We knew when he wasn't there. And that adorable little bear of his freezes with fright at the sight of Candace's dog. Poor thing. So there was no risk of him raising the alarm either.
She has oversight over everything here at the prison, which made her the perfect mule. With her on his side, Candace couldn't fail.
Frankie would sneak back, so he got again early in the morning to switch the breakers back on, and our work was done. Apart from fixing the time codes on the cameras, which I would do later when I got the chance.
You have shared a great deal, Warden. The Goddess of Justice will surely take your honesty into account.
I've been the most dreadful fool. I know I have. I'm supposed to be the one in charge. The day of Knight's murder was also one of our delivery days. And so, Frankie, bless his heart, did his usual work with the breakers. But there was no package for me to deliver that day, so I didn't go out into the yard.
So that's the secret behind the fixer system. Why she was...
The police have been trying to track down his accomplices for the longest time. Even I had to lend them a hand myself, you know. Heaven knows how many times I've hauled the secretive scoundrel into my office to talk with me. But no matter what I say, or how much evidence I present him with, he simply won't say a word.
That's why you were interrogating Mr. Canis over and over.
Exactly. Now he's trying to track down those horrible hench people. I borrowed everything the police had on that rotten scoundrel. I watched his every move, intercepted his every letter he wrote.
His letters? Then I suppose she must know about his correspondence chess games, too.
But no matter what I did, I couldn't turn up any clues as to who his underlings were. Living in fear like this, it's... Oh, you just can't comprehend it.
As you've just heard for yourself, Mr. Edgeworth, the words of one of the God's confessions have cleansed her of all suspicion. Clearly there is no need to hound her any longer.
Has she really been cleared of all suspicion, though? Or is there more about her to uncover? I'm sorry, Your Honor, but this conversation isn't over yet. And I think the Goddess of Justice would agree.
So you mean to make her suffer even more than she already has?
Unfortunately, her suffering under Mr. Canis does nothing to prove her innocence in Knight's murder. She admitted herself that she knew of and even facilitated the so-called Fixer's delivery route. I believe she used that same route to move Knight's body.
And where is your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's in the fact that the sweet smell on Knight's body is the exact same scent Warden the Guard uses to signal a delivery. What do you make of that?
Well, That's because we've done it so many times by now that the whole well probably smells. Some of much have just rubbed off on his body.
That does match the statement Mr. Costerado provided.
The smell. Yeah, always smell kind of nice down there. Nice. Gee, I don't know. It smelled sort of like dessert, I guess.
His words would seem to suggest the smell had permeated the well. You've been rendered speechless, I see. Then I hereby move to adjourn this session of the court. No! What do we do, Mr. Edgeworth?
What can I do? Is this as far as we go? Finally! So we're actually done?
Yes, Eustace. It seems we are. By the power vested in me, this court is adjourned. Who is that?
Come on, Judge G. Things were just getting good.
Fender?
Are you objecting to my adjourning of this session?
No. Would have shouted objection if I had wanted to do that. You to you, G. Adjourn, don't adjourn, whatever floats your boat.
What are you doing, Mr. Fender?
Don't worry about what I'm doing. Let's all take a chill pill, shall we? By which I mean a square of chocolate goodness. Anyone?
Are you trying to get yourself charged with contempt of court?
No, my bad. I had just a quick request to make, that's all. A Simeon Saint's lawyer, that is.
Ah, yes. I had forgotten that you were his real attorney, Mr. Fender.
How good you. Killing me, eh?
Can you blame us? You've been making Mr. Edgeworth do everything this whole time.
Right you are. Which is why I figured it's time to put in some work.
Work, you say? Somehow, I don't believe you've worked a day in your life.
Let's say this is me doing some prep work for the upcoming trial. Mind if I question the witness?
Now? Amusing, but what is there left to ask?
I got a feeling my funny bone, my thief, has something more to tell us about the killer.
Do I?
Yes, indeed. See, as a major player on Team Simeon, I can spot a sympathizer when I see one. You don't think he did it, do you? So tell us, who did? Come on, spill the beans. We're all ears.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is he doing?
He's trying to coax Warden the Guardian to giving something away. Ask yourself, why would she go to all the trouble of sending Knight's body on such an odd journey? It's because she wanted to frame Mr. Canis.
She did? No way!
If he was convicted of committing murder here, that could have been grounds for a transfer to another prison. Most likely, a more secure facility.
And where he'd be out of her hair forever, huh?
Precisely. She saw her opportunity and seized it. No. Saint can't not be the killer. That's not fair. I was all ready to prosecute him.
I know, right? Maybe we should find out what she thinks first. Don't want to get the wrong guy, huh?
Nice! Now Mr. Winter has to go along with it too. Well, Warden, are you happy to testify further?
Of course. How could I refuse a silver-tongued devil? Eddykins, you have such a way with words.
Just do my job, thief.
Besides, no one can tell the truth without telling the whole truth, can one? I'm simply dying to tell all verity, darling. Do say you'll let me.
As you wish. Court is Unagend. I can't believe you pulled that off, Mr. Fender.
Me either.
Thank you for the timely intervention.
Hey, it's the least I could do. Kid's not wrong. I've been leaning on you too hard. And besides, the defense never rests, am I right? Simeon's dependent on us. Sadly, I think I just about exhausted my reserves as cool lawyer chat there. And we can't foul this trip up now. Which means you're up to bat, Miles McSmiles. Show 'em that never rest spirit.
I shall.
Fabulous. Then let's get started.
Or speak some bullshit and said, "All right, I'm out, gang."
It's like Knuckles and Sonic Boom dropping the most wise words ever.
I really don't think anyone could have done it but that dreadful man Canis. There's no telling what went on between him and the victim. Perhaps he simply took a disliking to him. He's certainly the type. But whatever the sordid details, it was him. He stabbed that poor man to death. And then he had his dog dispose of the body. That simply has to be what happened. The victim, Mr. Knight, yes? I did him the most terrible disservice.
Yes. Yes. You killed him.
I suppose you could put it that way.
She admitted it! Get him!
If I weren't such a sorry excuse for a warden, this would have never happened.
Yummy, jump him!
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I have to clean up this terrible mess.
Fucking everyone's just dogpiling Fifi Lagarde, and fucking Eddie Fender just hits a clean free throw on the fucking basketball net.
Nothing but net.
I'm just imagining the image of like like the picture of like Venom like fucking dunking. That's just Eddie
Dunking
right now.
on Spider-Man,
Yeah.
yeah.
Except it's Eddie dunking on Eustace.
Warden Lagarde, as ever your honesty. As ever, your honesty is truly to your credit. I'm certain Mr. Knight is looking down and weeping tears of gratitude.
You've clearly never met Mr. Knight.
Hold it!
What more can you tell us about those sordid details?
Well, we all know what Canis once did for a living. I doubt the killing part gave him trouble. Especially as the victim was already injured. His neck, I think? Couldn't turn his head to the right. Poor dear. That's what they told me when they brought him in anyway.
They must make some sort of report for the warden when new prisoners are admitted.
I sure fucking hope so.
You seem keen for us to think you didn't know much about Knight.
That's because I didn't, sweetie. And the victim was simply a fun target to that monster. Nothing more. I expect Canis used the chisel that was hidden in that chess set, don't you? Awfully grisly business. Just imagine, the man probably didn't even have time to cry out.
I see. Thank you for your thoughts. They were very helpful. Actually, I'd like to hear about them in a little more detail if you don't mind.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, you're making me blush. I could chat with you all.
Please don't be another fucking old bag.
Well, of course, don't look so nervous, darling. I'm only teasing. Of course we could talk about them some more.
I'm just like, fuck no, I like men.
National Yaoi Day is over.
One second, let me change the... Let me change the stream title real quick. There we go, now it's an Ace Attorney on, in parentheses, post Yaoi Day. There we go.
Objection!
Warden the Guard, you strike me as being more careful than the image you project suggests.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, please. Call me Fifi, or Sweetie Pie if you prefer.
However, I think you may have been a little less careful than you realize in this instance.
Gee, aren't you just the most adorable little creature? Don't be embarrassed. We're all family here.
Oh.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't let her get inside your head.
You said earlier that you didn't know much about Knight. In which case, I find it rather strange that you know about the chisel.
Well, of course I do, darling. Do you think we don't check prisoners when they come in?
Objection!
You're not talking your way out of this, Warden. That is entirely irrelevant, and you... Knight didn't bring the chess set into the prison himself. It was brought by Mr. Saint when he came to visit. Knight wouldn't have had it with him when he arrived.
What? I mean, of course, that when Mr. Saint came in, we...
Objection!
You checked him? I find that hard to believe, because if you did, that makes your story all the stranger. If you found the chisel, why did you not confiscate it there and then?
Eek.
Judge Gabel, did you tell anyone about the hidden compartment in the chess set?
I did not.
If no one leaked our findings, then how exactly did you learn about the chisel, Warden Lagarde? Because it certainly couldn't have been when you checked Knight on or Mr. Saint on their arrival.
Indeed. Such a thing would imply an intentional oversight if it had been found, yet let through.
Precisely. So Warden Lagarde, and answer truthfully this time. Where and when did you learn about the chess set? If you won't answer, then allow me. I submit that you...
All right, darling. There's no need to rub it in. You got me, all right?
Hmm?
I questioned Knight. That was when I learned about the chess set. But please, you have to believe me. I did not kill him.
One moment, Warden. This is a significant development. The court requests that you make a detailed statement on the record. Any objections, Mr. Edgeworth?
None, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, darlings. I'll clear up this awful misunderstanding, I promise.
Very well. Go ahead, Warden Lagarde. And please, tell the truth this time.
Her lies are starting to wear thin. This is my chance to expose her.
I said I questioned Knight, but it wasn't anything serious, you understand? I make a point of talking to every newcomer to our little home. Night was no different. We just had a little chat, you might call it. And after we talked, I had him taken back to his cell straight away.
The more she lies, the more thoroughly she seals her fate.
So it was simply a conversation with a new detainee. That seems entirely above board.
Exactly, Verity, darling. I knew you'd understand.
Objection!
Well, I don't. What proof do you have to back up your statement?
I suppose we shall see, won't we, Mr. Edgeworth? You may begin your cross-examination.
Hold it!
If he really had gone back to his cell, he would still be alive today.
You really think I murdered the poor man right there in my office, don't you? Well, what would my motive been, darling? I told you I barely knew him. I'm no angel. I have my grudges against Connors, but Knight had nothing to do with that animal.
She really does hate Canis. Word in the guard. I must insist that you append that statement to your testimony.
Objection!
Judge Gavel, I'd like you to take a look at this.
Notes about a game of chess. What is the significance of this, Mr. Edgeworth?
It was found in Knight's cell. Which is exactly where you said you saw it too, Ward in the guard. But you didn't just see this game in Knight's cell, did you? You've seen it in Mr. Canis's.
What do you mean?
Objection!
Oh, come on now. Don't tell me you haven't taken a look at the chessboard in maximum security. I imagine he watches every move like a hawk. Or rather, I imagine you feel that doing so is your only option.
If she wants to find out who his cronies are, right?
Personally, interrogating your own prisoners is highly irregular. But as you said, Mr. Canis had threatened you. He put your precious home at risk. That's why you took it upon yourself to question him. You wanted to find out who his dogs were.
And so what if I did?
You also told us you read his letters, which means you must have known about one fact. You knew he was playing correspondence chess. And then, who should appear but Knight, carrying with him a diagram of a very particular game. We ourselves use that diagram to infer a connection between the two men. And it seems you came to the same conclusion. But in your fear, you took your reasoning one step further. You surmised that Knight was Mr. Canis' henchman, sent to kill you.
Which is the real reason she had that chat with the Bronxster. If his boss wouldn't crack, maybe he would.
And when you questioned Knight, you made another discovery. For there, inside his chest set, you found a hidden chisel.
The murder weapon itself.
As far as you were concerned, that chisel meant one thing: Canis. Thus, you convinced yourself the knight was working for Canis, and that is why you killed him. I see you have no more excuses. Judge Gavel, your verdict, please.
Majesty agrees with me. There would appear to be little room for doubt. I hereby give my verdict. Bronco Knight was murdered by... In the name of the goddess of justice, who is it this time? Warden?
It's a joke. It's all a big, stupid joke. You people just don't get it, do you?
I think we've proven that it's you who didn't understand things correctly.
Me? Please, darling, I understand it all perfectly well. Thank you very much. And I understand that there's a glaring contradiction in your theory, Mr. Edgeworth.
You're just grasping at straws now. I have no time for this. Your Honor, the verdict.
Overruled.
I'm curious to hear what the warden has to say.
What?
You're a doll, Verity. I just have one last thing to say. Then Mr. Edgeworth can declare himself the...
You rang?
Does anybody remember a certain autopsy report?
Of course. We received the finalized version of this only this morning.
That's right. And I was listening to what you told us about it. Verity, even if nobody else was. You said the wound was found 4 inches deep.
4 inches.
Wait.
Riddle me this, Mr. Edgeworth. How does a tiny chisel make a 4-inch wound?
No!
Forgive me, oh goddess. I came perilously close to making a terrible mistake.
Looks like your theory is the one that doesn't hold water, Edgeworth. But now,
What do we do?
It'll be fine. Mr. Edgeworth always comes through. Right, sir?
Looks to me like to me Mausatron's out of commission.
You're an attorney too, aren't you? Why don't you do something? Turn things on their head with a desperate bluff. Blurt out the first mind-blowing thing that comes to you.
Betty Girl's titties.
What did you say?
Nothing. Look, detective, I'm as much of a man of action as the next guy. Without evidence, we're up a creek without a paddle here. This might be the end of the road.
Can't give up now. We have to do something.
I'm certain that Warden the Guard is the killer. It's the only explanation that fits the facts of the case. But if the chisel wasn't the murder weapon, what other bladed weapon is there here in this?
It seems we still do not have all the answers. Nor the evidence to provide those answers. Alas, we must wait until the trial to see if this matter resolved, I'm afraid.
Objection!
Come on, G. You're just giving the killer a chance to destroy the evidence.
Are you calling the judicial process into question, Mr. Fender?
Yep, nope, not me. Nuh-uh. I tried, Miles. Any bad ideas?
What is the real murder weapon? Since it's clearly not the chisel. Confound it! This question throws everything we've deduced out of the window.
Nothing to add, Mr. Edgeworth? Allow me to remind you that claims not supported by sufficient evidence are subject to the harshest penalties.
It's hopeless. I can't think of anything. I need more time. Loath as I am to admit it,
You can't give up now. Remember what Mr. Fender said. Simeon's counting on us. Without us, he's... Remember how upset he was? He was devastated. Nobody's in more pain than him over Mr. Knight's death. There's no way he did it. But if we can't save him, who will? And what's more, he believes in us. He's sitting in that cell waiting for us to bring him some good news. And I, for one, won't walk away until we have some.
okay.
Gee, Miles. Little buddy there's quite the motivational speaker. And she's right, too. When you found yourself on the ropes, think of your client. Picture them pleading with you to help him. Doesn't that make you want to fight back as hard as you can to the very end? Think of your old man, good old Gregory. No matter how bad things looked, he'd always find a way to turn it around and save his client. And you're just like him, right? If there's any way to force a turnabout here, you're the one who'll find it. Simeon's counting on you.
Judge Cavell.
Seem to have recovered your composure, Mr. Edgeworth. But if you mean to attempt a defense, I would advise you to consider the ramifications. You have repeatedly proposed misguided theories and have made numerous false accusations. If you do so again, I will have no choice but to judge you unfit to serve as a prosecutor, and relieve you of your badge for good.
She's right. I have to put forward a number of theories that prove to be flawed in one way or another. I made some sort of fundamental oversight? Wait, she said my theories were misguided.
Nothing to say, and the court will tolerate no more of your time wasting. I hereby...
Sir!
Mr. Edgeworth! Give my verdict.
That's it! I've been thinking about it the wrong way all this time! My theories weren't misguided. I was being misled.
The defendant, Simeon Saint,
I think it's a little soon for that, Your Honor. I'd say it's
It's well past due, darling. Wouldn't you agree, Verity?
Mr. Edgeworth, you may proceed.
What?
I'd like to remind you of a few things. The sighting of his dog, Helmet, the fact that he wasn't at the show. These and other factors made Mr. Canis the obvious suspect at first.
Yes again, Mr. Edgeworth. Seem almost proud of your blunder.
Hold it!
But what if the real killer wanted us to suspect Mr. Canis? What if it was all carefully arranged? And what if the same was true of the chisel, our purported murder weapon? Knight had been stabbed multiple times in the same place with a bladed instrument. What if he was stabbed with the chisel after the real murder weapon had been removed? Just to leave traces of blood on it for us to find. That was how the killer misled us into thinking the chisel is the murder weapon. But why mislead us in this way? Why indeed? Why make us think the chisel is the murder weapon, rather than whatever was real? Warden, you took advantage of what the chisel seemed to suggest.
What it suggested? What are you talking about, darling?
Hold it!
Mr. Winner. If I were to tell you the murder weapon was a chisel, what would you think? Huh? That Mr. Canis is the killer. And there you have it. That was the trap the warden set up for us.
Oh, Mr. Canis has a bunch of chisels. So she wanted us to think it was one of his, right?
Indeed. That was her plan right from the start. To frame Budded Harma Canis.
Your reasoning would appear to be sound. One the god certainly seems to harbor a deep and abiding hatred for Mr. Canis. However, I think you know what I'm going to say next. That alone is not sufficient proof that one Legat is the killer.
I knew that wouldn't be enough. There's only one thing that will prove it. The real murder weapon that we now know must exist.
If you cannot prove your theory, then this conversation ends here.
Objection!
If we could just find the real murder weapon.
Objection!
How many times do we have to go over this? We searched the prison from top to bottom.
Eustace is quite correct. No other possible murder weapon has been found, so I'm afraid you're at a bit of an impasse.
Objection!
I can still prove my case yet, Your Honor, because it's still here inside of this prison. This would have made sure of that. The security gate! I'm glad you at least remember what it is. And do you remember what it does? Of course I do. I'm not an idiot. The security gate detects metal. Which means you can't bring anything metal into the prison or take it out. Oh!
He formed his first thoughts.
Aw. Precisely. If there's another murder weapon, it cannot have been taken off the premises.
But no one could have been brought into the prison in the first place. And so we find ourselves right back where we began.
Judge Cavell?
What I'm trying to tell you, Mr. Edgeworth, is that if you wish me to believe that there is another murder weapon here in the prison, you will also have to explain to me how it got here.
Alright, we know that the chisel was smuggled into the prison inside a pocket chest set. But our contention is that the chisel is not the real murder weapon. So if the weapon came from outside the facility, then there must have been a way to bring it in.
Yes. Question of the hour is this. Can you show me this alternate route?
How did the weapon Warden the guard use to get in the prison? You borrowed evidence from the police to help with your investigation. Is that correct?
Why, yes, sweetie. Everything related to Connors is with me now. Heaven knows how many times I hauled a scoundrel into my office to talk with him.
Of course! That's how! The fact that it was here with us shows how a bladed object could have been brought into the facility as well. Allow me to remind you of our conversation with Mr. Canis yesterday.
Yes, it was but one of my bells. Only two of them in existence. Just two. Two and only two. One for my knife, and one for my beloved helmet. Exquisitely crafted. Utterly unique. My ears are my guide, after all. And I must be able to use my tools precisely. Of course, as you said, the knife has long been since taken from me.
So you see, there is a way for objects to be brought into the prison unscrutinized. As part of the evidence Warden Lagarde borrowed from the police. What? This kind of knife was part of the evidence in the case against him, and that evidence was here in the prison. Not only that, but the knife had a certain bell attached to it.
The bell was attached to the chisel.
Correct. The killer took the bell from the knife and attached it to the chisel.
But that can't be right. The chisel only had Mr. Knight's fingerprints on it.
Easy enough to explain if the killer wore gloves. She made it look as if the chisel was the murder weapon and then attached the bell to it. In so doing, she made sure that all the evidence pointed to Mr. Canis. And who had access to the evidence from which the bell was taken? Why, only the person to whom it had been entrusted. Who was it, sir? Who's been messing with the evidence?
I believe that would be you. Isn't that correct, Warden Lagarde?
The bells aren't exactly rare, you know. Anyone could have set that up.
Objection!
Unluckily for you, that isn't quite true. These particular bells are unique because there are only 2 of them in existence.
What?
By attaching that bell to the chisel, you as good as declared yourself the killer.
But you don't have any proof that the knife was ever here to begin with.
Hold it!
I don't. Not yet, anyway. Mr. Winter, I'd like you to order another search of the prison right away. Huh? But if you do find something, that's going to make things awkward for me. This isn't about what's convenient for you. We have to find the truth. You're a prosecutor, aren't you? Well, yeah, but you know. Just what an excuse for a prosecutor. If I had investigative authority, I wouldn't be sitting on it. Anyhow, it's not my decision to make. The warden would have to authorize it. You know full well that she will do no such thing. You have the power to insist on a search. Use it.
Sorry, darling, but not without that evidence.
The goddess of justice cannot bestow her blessings onto those who lack the proof to support their claims. Our work here is done. The rest of this matter will have to be settled in the courtroom.
No. If we give the guard the opportunity, she'll destroy whatever evidence is left. I have to object. I have to stop them. But what do I say? I don't have anything concrete to offer. What am I thinking? I'm never this reckless. No, I can't back down now. I've got to put everything on the line. I'm not a prosecutor right now. I'm an associate attorney with a client to defend. Only I can save Mr. Saint. And that means... even if my chances are 1,000,000 to 1, it's still worth a shot. It's now or never. Should I object?
Object.
I suppose this must be how a certain serial bluffer always feels.
Just say you want to fuck him, bro.
Come on, man. Regardless, I cannot walk away.
Objection!
Wait, Your Honor.
This had better be good, Mr. Edgeworth.
I've got it.
God, what exactly?
The real murder weapon, of course. I know where Mr. Kindness's knife is.
Do you really, Mr. Edgeworth?
I do. Not at all.
If I did not know better, I would say that you are bluffing.
Ha! You wound me, Your Honor. I don't know the meaning of that word. Ugh, this is terrible for my heart.
There's no way you could. It's not here, I tell you.
Well, would you be so kind as to enlighten us? Where is the real murder weapon?
Think, Miles, think. Somewhere not even the police would search. A blind spot in the zoo. A hiding piece that the warden could be absolutely sure of. A hiding place? No.
If you insist. Come on, Helmet, open up.
Did she use the same trick? No, that's ridiculous, isn't it? But the more I think about it, how many foolproof ways to evade detection could there be?
Mr. Edgeworth, how long do you intend to keep us waiting?
There's the faintest possibility I'm right, but if I'm wrong, we stand to lose everything. Your Honor, this is where the real murder weapon is hidden.
Take that!
Here? In the yard?
Indeed.
I don't believe I understand. Would you care to explain a little more? Where exactly is the real murder weapon hidden?
It's in the basketball.
They're falling!
Take that!
I'm fucking balling here, Edgeworth.
Of course. That's what it must have been. Huh? What's the matter, detective? It's a metal detector, sir. It's, reacting to the alligator.
What? How?
The metal detector was reacting to something inside her after all. Your Honor, I'd like to remind you of this piece of evidence.
The chisel?
Didn't we just figure out that isn't the murder weapon? You might recall that Mr. Canis hid this chisel in his dog's mouth. Would you believe that the real murder weapon was hidden in much the same way? That's right. The murder weapon is hidden inside the alligator in that pond over there.
What?
No way! We detected the presence of a metallic object during our earlier investigation. Judge Cavell, we need to know what's inside that alligator.
Understood. Then we will need to summon a veterinarian.
I'm sure I could get the little sweetie to open up for us. I'd be happy to give it a try.
Please, by all means. Warden Lagarde. The real murder weapon is about to be revealed. Why not do the right thing and confess?
I have nothing to confess.
As you wish. Then you can simply wait and watch as your lies are exposed. Sir, we got it.
This has to be it.
It's over, Fifi Lagarde. The real murder weapon was Bodhidharma's Canis knife. Stupid ass. Making you the only person who could have killed Bronco Knight.
I'm not here. This is all Candace's duty. I did the right thing. That was a threat. He was Candace's lapdog. Curse that despicable man, Candace. Why did he have to come and ruin my perfect little home? We could have been happy forever if it wasn't for him. He ruined my paradise on Earth. He ruined everything. Curse him. Curse that pitiless butcher. That awful, terrible, despicable man. Curse him!
Oh shit! Oh shit! Three things to say.
Yes.
1. That was all foxes?
Yes.
2. She's not big?
No, unfortunately.
3. She got a rat?
Reading this forensics.
Prosecutor Thwinner, sir. The test results have just come back.
Thwinner? I guess we've all been under a lot of stress.
Traces of Bronco Knight's blood were found on Mr. Caddis's knife. It's just like you said, sir.
Congratulations on a stunning victory over Spider-Man. Thank you, officer. Excellent work. You can continue complimenting me if you like.
If you do that, I will shrinkle-proof the view.
Yes, sir. The winner wins again. I think I'm welling up a little. With rage?
Excellent work, Eustace. Just a few loose ends to tie up and we're done.
Huh? What are you talking about? I just solved the case, didn't I? I'm gonna put a pipe bomb in your throat.
We have yet to confirm whether or not Knight really was working for Mr. Countess. It will be vital to know if Warden and Lagarde was simply jumping to conclusions on that front.
Huh?
There's Clueless, and then there's you.
I love how this is like the first character where you're like, I fucking hate them. It's the first
Yeah.
character.
To be fair, there's a very good reason.
I don't know. I think he just wraps around back to being funny.
Well, then I guess we better get back to investigation.
Does he have a line?
All right, officer. You're with me. We're about to see the winner win a whole lot more. Prepare to witness first-rate investigative talent in action. Yes, sir. I'm right with you, sir. Can't wait to watch you at work. It's winning time!
It's Morbid Time Fishes.
Oh,
And then he proceeded to win all over the place.
I'm going to genuinely go through the screen and stab him with that chisel.
You can tell the translators were having so much fun making this shit.
Yeah.
I expect this case will cause quite a stir.
I woke Poppy up shit.
The attempted murder of a president is news enough. But his would-be assassin has been murdered.
But Knight never sought to kill the president in the first place.
The truth is not always as important as it might seem, Mr. Edgeworth. In the eyes of both society and the law. How can you even say that? You do not have to believe me. However, as a prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth is obliged to accept that this is the reality of the world he operates in.
Being a prosecutor is more about than proving people guilty. That's what I believe.
We are all free to believe as we choose, but the law is not to be toyed with for our own personal goals. If you refuse to accept this, then you must prepare to suffer the consequences.
What does that mean? Wait, you're not gonna take his...
I'm afraid I must be going now. Farewell, Mr. Edgeworth. It's judging time.
Judge Cavell was right. There must be only one set of laws for... But if following the law means sacrificing the truth... Can I really do that in a good conscience?
Simeon, you're out!
Hi, Regina.
Is everything alright? They did let you out, right?
Yeah? But I'm so confused on what's going on. Smoke just came and said it was free to go and that I have Mr. Edgeworth to thank. You sure do. Mr. Edgeworth found who the real killer is. Oh, really? You did that for me, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh no. Stop staring at me like that. Understand, I swear. Just don't put the rug out from under me now.
Stop it, silly. It's true. He saved you. So say thanks already.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you.
And a great big Regina Berry thank you from me, too.
Mr. Saint talking directly to me? Small victories, I suppose.
Can I just ask one more question, Mr. Attorney?
Sure. I'm not actually an attorney, but
I thought Bronco was my friend. No, my best friend. I trusted him. But now... now? Well, it's just... I never knew. I never would have believed that he could hate somebody enough to want to kill them. If he gets something like that from me, then he never really trusted me. Did he? That's not true, Simeon. Of course he trusted you. No, he didn't. If he had just told me, I could have stopped him. I could have just told him that hate never helps. But he had to let go of all that stuff.
Mr. Saint, I think you're forgetting something. I should show him the thing that proves
Ah,
I
shit.
trusted him.
Oh shit, no.
Take
Yeah.
that!
It's the chest that I brought for him.
Knight had hidden a chisel inside. I imagine he meant to use it to escape.
What? You mean he was using me?
No, he believed in you. He knew he could count on you to bring it, and that you would never be so untrusting as to look inside. I imagine that by not telling you, he was hoping he could keep you from getting caught up in his mess.
Oh. Bronco! Why didn't you tell me? At least you understand now, right, Simeon?
I'm sure he does. He may not show it, but Simeon's no dummy. A good night's sleep and he'll be completely over this whole thing by tomorrow.
That's not as complimentary as you think it is.
I'll try. I have to. For Bronco. I have to show him I can become the best animal trainer out there.
That's the spirit.
Oh, I almost forgot. We're, doing a new show soon. I'd love to see if you can come, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh god, there's a pedophile on the cover.
Ah!
I'll be joining Regina on stage for this one, too.
That's right. The Berry Big Circus is the biggest, most fabulous event in town. You'll have oodles of fun.
Sounds great, doesn't it, Mr. Edgeworth? Come on, we have to go.
Well, I'll think about it.
All right, Simeon. We got some training to do. I think it's time you and Regent got acquainted.
What? Richard the Stagger? No, I can't. No.
Oh, you'll be fine, silly. You'll never meet a nicer kitty cat.
I can't. I can't. Please, Regina, I have to think about that. Please.
Another satisfied customer. That was really something, Smiles. Talking about pulling it out of the bag.
I really couldn't have done it without you, Fender. Without your timely intervention, she would have gotten away. Besides, I have you to thank for even being able to investigate the case in the first place.
Ah, stop it. Pat me on the back and you're and you're gonna make me blush. Or topple over.
I suppose it would be asking too much for you to take this seriously.
Seriously? That's my friend. I'm always serious. Anyway, how does it feel to save an innocent client? That's what it means to be an attorney, after all.
To be an attorney.
Gotta say, I had a blast. Reminded me of the good old days. Like Gregory was standing there right beside me. It's been like a zillion years since I felt this warm and fuzzy on the job.
That's good? Bittersweet? I'm not sure.
Say, Miles, you ever thought about going into the defense game full time?
Excuse me?
You know, pick up where Gregory left off, get out there and actually help people?
Hey, pal, don't get any big ideas. Mr. Edgeworth ain't about to switch sides.
Why not? Coming over to the light side's all the rage. Everybody's doing it these days.
Come on, Mr. Fender. You know it's not about that.
Chill, team, chill. Don't get it twisted. I was just asking a perfectly innocent question.
No, you weren't.
The heck you were.
Looks like you got a mean defense team there yourself, Miles.
Fender, I am a prosecutor.
Yep, and I'm an attorney. You could be one too. I'm serious. Well, I've said my piece. You change your mind, you know who to call. I'll be waiting.
Follow in my father's footsteps. Could I really do such a thing?
Oh my god, young Miles.
I'm going to become a... Sorry. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my dad. An attorney, like my father. Me?
Ooh. So how we feeling about the video game?
Fuck Winner. I hope he dies in a fiery car explosion. And, give me 5 minutes alone with Warden Lagarde. And, that's all I gotta say.
That's all he's got to say.
Minasan, konnichiwa.
Okay, change that. You're like, man, f this guy. And you can see why Eddie Fender's my goat right there.
Oh yeah, the goat.
The goat. About legacy. The game only gets better from here, folks.
Oh boy.
Maybe this case won't take us like 4 months to complete because we keep on having to cancel sessions. Alright, who just shit themselves?
Jaruna.